So some of you have commented on my adoption video that I should do a DNA test. But why a DNA test? Well, first of all, it can help me find long-lost relatives, something that would be very interesting for adoptees like me. Secondly, it can give me important insights into my own medical history, which is something that I don't have any access to. And lastly, it can give me some background information on my own ethnicity. Am I also part Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese? Who knows? And now you might wonder, how does such a DNA test work? Spoiler alert, I actually already did a DNA test 5 years ago, so I will show you what to expect and I will share with you my final results. Okay, so first you go online and you order your DNA kit. I ordered mine at FamilyTreeDNA, which is an American-based company. Once you've ordered your DNA kit and you paid, right now it's around $79, I believe, at FamilyTreeDNA. You will have to wait for a few weeks, depending of course on where you live. And then you will receive this small package with inside a small tube. There will also be instructions in this package, and please follow the instructions because I did not, and because I didn't, I had to reorder, which really hurt my wallet and my ego. So as I said, once you receive your package, there will be a small tube in it, and as you can imagine, you have to spit into this tube and then seal it again and send it back to America where it came from. Then your spit, I know this sounds gross, but your spit will be analyzed by some scientists in a lab somewhere in America. After waiting patiently, you will have your results after a few weeks, and if you're lucky, you might find your long-lost relatives. Oh, and find out some facts about your medical history and whether you are Korean, Japanese, Vietnamese, Thai, who knows. This whole DNA thing can be quite overwhelming. It was for me, definitely. So I will help you, I will guide you, and I will explain to you how to actually understand and read the results. Once the lab finishes analyzing all your data, you can also download these results in the form of raw data, which looks like this. After this, you also have the option to upload your data file to other existing DNA companies. As I said, I bought my DNA kit at FamilyTreeDNA, and I will share with you how this looks like. Okay, so let's start with relatives. For privacy reasons, I cropped out the left part where you usually see the names of the family members. Here we can see some relatives and we can categorize them. Let's see. Okay, so still the same. The closest relatives in this database are 4th generation. And this means this person is a potential 4th cousin and we share one same 3rd great mother or father. So now let's explore my origins. Okay, so it turns out I am 100% Asian, no surprise. And I'm also 70% Northern Han Chinese, 28% Southern Han Chinese, and also less than 2% Lao, Vietnamese and Cambodian, as well as less than 1% Thai and Southern Chinese. So other DNA sites which you can also upload your DNA file to and are free: MyHeritage, 23andMe, Wegene. Just a heads up, all these companies have, of course, different databases, meaning they have different data, and probably if you upload your own data file to these companies, the results will be different. And I will show you now how this looks for me. So let's begin with MyHeritage and find out if I have close relatives according to this database. And let's categorize. Again, my closest relative is a 4th cousin, potential cousin with low confidence level. And here we see someone who is a 4th cousin with a medium confidence. All the others are 4th potential cousins with low confidence, which is not great. Now let's see about my ethnicity. Okay, so I'm not only Chinese, I'm also Vietnamese and even 6.2% Japanese and Korean. And when I found out about this, I thought it was really funny because some people have told me in the past that they think I am actually from Japan or Korea, so I think this was really funny to see. Now let's have a look at 23andMe, which is a very popular DNA company among Westerners. The interesting thing about this database is that it also includes medical information and wellness information, including a report on your carrier status. And I was actually very relieved when I learned that I do not have any variants detected in my DNA that can cause such disease. However, Please take these results with a grain of salt and be aware that they aren't as accurate and realistic as they might look like. So it's still possible to be a carrier of a variant that is not included in their test. This really becomes clear when looking at one of the diseases, like this one. As you can see, it does not include Asian descendants, so yeah, very interesting to see. Some other things that you can discover about your health are health predispositions and also traits, as well as wellness. And very interesting thing I actually learned about this was the fact that I am apparently lactose intolerant. And actually this made so much sense, because now I understood why I always had these very bad tummy aches after consuming dairy products. And this might sound weird, but I was actually never told by my doctors or anyone that I was probably lactose intolerant. And what I found even more shocking was to find out that roughly 90% of people of Asian descent cannot fully digest lactose found in dairy products. Yeah, this really blew my mind and opened my eyes. Okay, now let's see if I have some relatives on 23andMe. My closest relatives are potential third cousins or nieces. To some of these third cousins and nieces, I sent a message asking if they maybe can give me some information about their family history. And although I received very nice responses, it always led to a dead end. Now let's have a look at my ethnicity. So according to 23andMe, I am 100% Chinese. I am 87.9% Southern Chinese and Taiwanese, and 12.1% Northern Chinese and Tibetan. Now, do you remember the results of FamilyTreeDNA? Let's just put them next to each other and compare. And can you see this major difference? And this one? Now, do you understand the confusion? As for GEDmatch, this company only offers information on potential relatives, and in my case, the closest relative I found via this database was 4th generation removed, so again, not very useful. Unlike the companies I just showed, Wegene is actually a Chinese company, which will result into a more detailed overview of Asian ethnicities. The only thing that is included for free, however, on this platform is an ethnic background analysis, and for me this looks like this. So according to Wegene, I am roughly 93% Chinese, I am around 70% Southern Han Chinese and around 16% Northern Han Chinese. I'm also 5.5% Tibetan, which I thought was very interesting. I am also 0.88% Hmong and 0.62% Nani/Yi, which is a minority in China. And by the way, I learned that there's a lot of minorities in China with different languages and different cultures and different history. And yes, I really didn't know about that beforehand, but yeah, really interesting. I'm also around 4.3% Japanese, and I'm also 1% Korean, which kind of confirms the results of the other company. And I am also 1.5% Indian. Interesting. And I am also 0.15% Native American and 0.03% Inuit, which is pretty cool, I think. So how do I feel about the results of these DNA tests? Well, finding out I might have some Korean or Japanese blood in me is of course really cool and yeah, nice, but for me the main reason of doing this testing is actually to find my biological parents or siblings. I guess the thing that I learned is that great things take time. I am aware that the chances of finding my close relatives through DNA testing are very, very slim. And I have to admit that when I first received the results 5 years ago, it did discourage me and I actually felt disappointed because I thought I would immediately right away find close relatives, but that's just not the reality. However, I've heard of stories of other Chinese adoptees who actually did this DNA testing and found their biological siblings. So these kind of stories always inspired me to not give up and to still remain hopeful. And the thing is, the more people actually do these tests, the bigger the chance will be to actually get a match. And I know it's also an option for me to go to China myself and to submit my DNA to a local police station. And I think this will actually increase my chance of finding my potential relatives. And I am planning on doing that in the future. But first I want to learn some Mandarin and wait. And all I can do now is just wait and don't get my hopes up too high. And that's okay, because just a little bit of hope is enough for me. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was useful. And if you might have some questions, let me know down in the comment section below. And it really mean the world to me if you would like and also subscribe to my channel. And of course, if I have some new updates when it comes to these DNA results and matches, I will let you know. I hope to see you next time in the next video. Bye!